Okay, welcome to the Clarkson's Vista across the street. This is the area that we have recently fixed up, terraced. You can see to the left a Majul date palm coming from Iraq. It is one of the offspring of seeds from those that Saddam Hussein had big plants brought from Basra to around his palaces. Next to it is a agave, a variegated agave, from which mescal is made, and next to it the two larger palms are Washingtonians from Iraq also. They are unnamed variety, I believe. At this juncture we are studying them. There are two Washingtonians, the Washingtonian robusto and the Washingtonian mellifera, and the International Palm Society says there are no Washingtonians in Iraq. We found these, have grown these from seeds, and look forward to hopefully being the ones to name them. To the right of them is a 120-year-old Pate de Elefante, or elephant's foot, also called the ponytail. 120 years old and larger than the one in the National Botanical Center in Washington, D.C.
And comes from Veracruz.
It comes from Veracruz. And coming from the right, you see the far right, another Majul date palm. Then there are two sago palms on either side of yet another Washingtonian from Iraq. Those, by the way, if we are able to name them, they would be Washingtonian Irakia or Washingtonian Arabia, and their common name would be, after my baby, they'd be patty palms. Then we're back to the Pate de Elefante, and later we will show you an 8 to 10-year-old and a 1-year-old.
And then I can come back.
Okay, is it going? Okay, this is the front of our house, and Prolongación Arnulfo Flores Numero 7. When all of you come down, we'll explain to you how totally this has been changed. The room to the right is the guest bedroom. Up on the top, you'll catch just a little bit of the top of our sunrise palapa, and Erica palm to the right, and Carib palm to the left. Then the second from the right is actually the bathroom, or the guest bedroom, and the right one is the pantry. And then, of course, to gain entry, one employs the Buddhist Thai temple bell, ringing it in accordance with Buddhist Wat tradition. Thus entry.
Ta-da!
And here is our parking area, and to the left, recently completed dwarf heliconia, lobster claw heliconia, and some ivy. Okay, this is the parking area. On both sides of the artwork are two crotons. And then to the right is a storage bodega, originally the maid's quarters, but it's storage bodega. And to the right of the effects window is what will be the new door, and the original door will go away. Now in front of you, you see a lipstick palm, rather rare palm from Southeast Asia, and our dining room palapa, and the largest flower pot in Mexico we had made. And here is the view that we have as we enter the house, and in turn, those of you who have been down here recognize this as our dining room, and the view that we have from our dining room ain't a bad one. This is the
quite spectacular, actually.
Yes, that's Santiago Bay. There out in the distance is Submarine Rock, and from here during season we can see whales, and while boating out there we see porpoise and sea turtles, and occasionally catch a fish or two, dorado preferably, and an occasional sailfish. Not yet a marlin. So when you come down, you'll be here in our Palapa with our Buddhist temple bells hanging around that tinkle in the breeze. And here's Bougainvillea on the left. And more about the palm below, which is called our herb terrace, later. Okay, we're continuing now as we come across the bay. First large plant you'll see will be Iraca palms, and behind them 2 Cuban royals that will ultimately be over 60 feet tall, and then some bananas and some large varieties of heliconia on the back side of our infinity pool, which is right in front of our living room. Come across another piece of art, and above is the sunrise Palapa, and to its right is a foxtail palm from Thailand, though its great-grandparents came from Australia. And behind that is the master bedroom. Down below we have the entryway to the living room on the left. That's a Frederick Hart piece there in the center. That's 3 Graces. And then to the right, past another effects window, is our kitchen.